Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back for today's video. We are going to be talking about 5 different ways you can detect fake silver. There is a lot of fake silver around on the markets, whether it's eBay. Sometimes it might even end up in your local coin shop, believe it or not. And I'm just going to teach you guys different methods you can use to figure out if your coins are real or fake. I actually got an email a couple days ago from someone who was asking me about this. I gave them some advice, and it sparked the idea for this video. I've never came across fake silver myself, usually because I buy from trusted dealers, but there are a lot of eBay auctions, places you can go, whether it's maybe an auction or a thrift market or whatever, or maybe even a yard sale where there's some coins, and sometimes people, not even knowing, you might sell you some fake silver. You might buy some fake silver by accident. Like I said, I recommend buying from trusted dealers like APMEX, or usually your local coin shop also does have legit coins, but wherever there's money to be made, especially high premium silver or gold, there's going to be coins that are faked. One of the other things I also recommend, if you definitely want to make sure that you steer away from this, is buying coins like junk silver. Constitutional silver usually isn't faked as much, not only because they're cheaper, but also it's extremely hard to fake coins like that unless you really can get down the wear and tear of those coins. But mainly people are faking coins like pandas, maybe some rare coins, key dates, stuff like that, where there's some numismatic value. They're always a higher potential to be fake. But anyways, we can go into the top 5 ways to detect fake silver. And speaking of weight, that is the number one way I would recommend. Get a scale, because silver is such a dense metal that if you have a 1 ounce silver coin, whether it's an American Eagle, Panda, generic round, if you weigh it and it weighs 1 troy ounce, more than likely it's going to be real. Why? Well, because silver is such a dense metal, for any other coin to have the same radius and the same thickness and diameter of that coin, if it looked just like the coin that you think you're buying, it would not weigh the same amount. Whether it's a different type of metal, other metals are a lot lighter than silver. They're not as dense. So if someone's trying to fake a silver coin and make it look like the real coin, it usually will not weigh anywhere near the same amount of 1 troy ounce, because other metals do not weigh the same as silver, believe it or not. So that's the main way, is to weigh it on a scale. Usually it will be a couple grams off, and you'll be able to tell that, hey, this is not real. But another way are silver testing kits. You guys can see in this picture right here, you can scratch the coin, put a little drip or a dye on it. It will tell you if it's real or not. And a lot of coin shops use this method, but the only thing with this method is it can ruin the value of the coin if there is some type of grade, or where you're trying to keep the condition up of the coin. So if you don't want to ruin your coins, you don't want to scratch them or pour dye on them, then there are some other ways besides even weighing or using the silver testing kits. You can do the magnet test, where you can get a small magnet, put it on the coin. If there's a little bit of pull on it, the magnet, if it's a real silver, the magnet will kind of pull, and it won't slide right off. It'll kind of slowly, push its way down. Or you can get a big slab, a big magnet slab, and the coin will slowly go down. And you can get, compared to a fake coin, where it will just slide right off with no type of magnetic pull on that object or whatever you're using to detect if it's real or not. So that's another way to go about it. And then there's also another way. This is more for rare coins, whether it's an old Morgan at Carson City Morgan or something like that, or any type of expensive coin. You can tell by ridges. Dates are slightly off, like the numbers on the dates. Like maybe a 9 will have like a little extra ridge or something on it that, compared to the real coin. The ridges might be a little off, or maybe the mint mark won't be the exact same width or something. There's lots of different types of ways to detect fake coins by that route as well. There's videos you can look on YouTube, tons of different types of pictures and stuff, where you can tell if the coin is fake by that route as well. So I definitely recommend, if you are going to buy an expensive coin, to check, make sure that when you get it, when it arrives, or if you're buying it in person, that it meets the standards. Definitely try to check. The main way to tell, I know from my own personal experience, is by the date. Usually the date, the number on it will be a little off, usually because they can't find the stamp that exactly replicates the date of the coin or whatever the case is. So definitely look into that as well. Then there also is, this is number 5, there's silver electronic machines, which actually not only will it tell you if the coin is real or fake, it would also tell you the purity. I know Silver Slacker has one of these. He made an amazing video testing different pieces of silver. He does a lot with poured silver, and that's another thing. He buys a lot of poured silver, so he definitely needs one of these, especially someone who has thousands of ounces. And it was interesting because he was testing to make sure these poured silver dealers are keeping up to the standard of 3/9 fine silver. With poured silver, it could be really easy to get away with, putting almost enough silver in there, where it detects as real, but saving a couple extra dollars, especially if they're a dealer, keep, putting a little bit of other metals, whether it's, maybe copper or something in to give themselves that extra little profit margin. But there are testing kits like that as well where you can tell the purity of the coin, whether it's 3/9, 4/9, gold, all different types of metals as well, platinum. So it was really interesting to see that as well. That video is pretty old. I'm sure you can still find it on his channel somewhere, and other people as well have seen videos about that. These things go for around $700 though. So if you don't want to spend $700 to ensure that, then I definitely would go one of the 4 previous routes that I described. But like I said, just buying from trusted dealers is definitely your best way. AppMex, places like AppMex, JM Bullion, Provident Metals, even if you don't like the condition of the coin, you can return the coins and they will give you another one back, that is in your that's in your satisfaction, which I really like. I've seen several different silver dealers that have had problems with coins, whether whether there was toning or milk spotting, or maybe it wasn't packaged right and it got destroyed during, while it was in transit to your house, or whatever the case is. And a lot of silver dealers will let you return the coin and get one that is up to your standards. So that's the thing with buying off online dealers compared to eBay, where there's a lot of times there's no refunds. If you get that coin and it's not up to your standards and up to par, you have to deal with it. And a lot of times it can suck because these premiums will be extremely high on top of these coins, and you can't return them, and you can't resell the coin for anywhere near the value that you paid because the condition's gone, the premium's gone. So you have to resell for a lot lower than you purchased for it. You can rip a big hole in your pockets. You have to be aware of that, especially on eBay, because a lot of these people, they can kind of exaggerate the condition of these coins, even if it's in slabs. Slabs doesn't always guarantee the condition of the coin. There can still be toning and milk spotting whether there's a slab on it or not. There's different precautions you can go, whether it's keeping the silica gel packs or dehumidifiers, stuff like that. I definitely recommend, if you have a safe or somewhere where you store large amounts of silver, to keep these in, especially if you have some premiums in there, just to ensure or give yourself the best chance possible of getting or keeping that condition of the coin. Coins that have 4/9 fine silver, like the Maple Leafs, it's a softer metal. It's more pure than 3/9 fine silver. It's 4/9 fine, so it's a lot softer, more prone or more susceptible to getting milk spots. Almost all my Maple Leafs I've ever had have milk spots, except for the reverse proof Maple Leafs, actually. But all my normal Maple Leafs have always got milk spots. It doesn't matter because it is a bullion coin. It's more for just the metal content, not talking about a numismatic or any type of semi-numismatic or premium collector value on top. It is just for the silver, so it's not that big of a deal. But if that coin was a premium coin or something that did, I would have lost all the value in that, which can be very, very detrimental to someone's stack or their profit margin. So be very aware of that, and just make sure that you're taking all the precautions to do that as well. When I'm talking about storage, you definitely want to be keeping your coins in capsules, the direct fits. There's airtights.com. On Fire Guys eBay page is amazing. There's capsule tubes. I've made videos in the past teaching you guys how to properly fit your coins in these tubes. Maybe I'll make another recap video on that soon, where I teach you guys, because Pandas, they're 30 ounces. They're 30 grams compared to the troy ounce, so they are a little the dimensions, the radius is a little different than coins like American Eagles. Libertads are different than Britannias. They all have different radiuses, so all of the coins have different size capsules that they fit in. So I did make an entire video going over which size capsules each of the coins fit in, and also which size capsule tubes the coins will fit in as well, so you can properly store your coins and ensure that condition. So I definitely recommend checking out that video. I'll post that video actually in the link of this, so you guys can check that out. I will make a recap video on that soon though, because there are some amazing cheap ways to do this. A lot of people ask why I put all my coins in capsules. If you guys think if you have hundreds if not thousands of ounces of silver, that can be pretty pricey, but I'd rather pay 20, 30, 40 cents a capsule to ensure that coin's condition rather than not spending the 50 cents and risking that coin losing all of its premium, which can be a lot more than 50 cents. That's my mind state behind it. I'm willing to pay 50 cents to ensure that coin stays in that condition without getting scratched or, smudged up, with my fingerprints or anything. Definitely, especially you can buy in bulk with these people. Usually you can buy a roll of 20 capsules for even a better deal than buying with singles. So there's different ways to go about it, but I definitely think it's worth it in the long end, especially if you have some higher premium stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe for more content like this. Let me know what you guys think about this. What strategies do you guys use? Have you ever come across any fake silver? What'd you do about it? And just go on from there. I appreciate all support. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.